Reishi mushroom is the queen of medicinal mushrooms. Hello, this is Gareth Manfred Graff with Restore the Planet, and I'm here to share with you about reishi mushroom, the benefits of reishi mushroom, and the kind of products that you should look for. Now, there are essentially three major benefits that you're going to notice if you start taking this mushroom for a good length of time. The first you might notice, is an anti-inflammatory response. Now, that type of response you'll see in wherever in your body that you have inflammation. It will start to go down somewhat in most cases if you start taking a hefty dose of reishi mushroom. Even within a couple of days, even within a couple of hours of taking it, you'll start to see this effect, and it's really quite marvelous. Now, the second effect that you'll see is improved immune function, and you could expect to see that after about a month of taking the mushroom, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months of taking it regularly every day. You're going to find that you get sick quite a lot less than you did before you started taking it, and this is well backed up in the research on this herb. It's probably the most well-researched herb in the world. And finally, the benefit that doesn't get talked a lot about and doesn't get really a lot of publicity, but actually is one of the major reasons people start taking the herb to begin with, is it creates a benevolent cycle. It turns bad habits into good ones. It allows you to drop away or let go of things that are not really helping you. And it does this by a mechanism that isn't really well understood, but it has mild psychoactive effects in a person over a long period of time, but it isn't like an intense, strong, psychedelic, psychoactive herb that can only be taken once or twice a year or once a month. This herb is very modulatory and gentle and can be taken even by children, old people, people with mental instabilities, and can be taken for a very long time to achieve this benevolent cycle that you see and associate with substances causing people to let go of drug addiction or alcoholism. You could probably expect to see that kind of effect from reishi mushroom, but over the very long term. Best product to look for is a hot water extracted version of the fruiting body that is grown on wood. Now, to preface this does not taste like a mushroom. It tastes like coffee, chocolate, cacao powder that is essentially not sweetened, so it tastes nothing like a regular mushroom. It has no mushroom flavor at all. And you could easily replace a coffee with it in the morning. So the product we want to look for is grown on wood. The fruiting body of the mushroom, the actual mushroom itself, is grown on wood, and that's the part extracted into hot water. This is not going to be a raw product, but you can obviously just undo any damage of eating something without enzymes and without having it be raw, just by eating most of your food as raw food. So a product like this should be about 10 to 1 or more, and 10 to 1 in concentration means that the herb has been extracted in such a way that 10 pounds of herb have been used to make 1 pound of extract. And this can go all the way up to 15 to 1 or possibly even a little bit more. And the higher the number, the better the extract, because essentially more herb is actually going into the extract, and people are using less or even no excipients, which would just be like a rice starch type material. And so that's essentially what you'd want to look for. I would recommend avoiding powdered fruiting bodies that are put into capsules. That really wouldn't do very much and is not well researched. You could look out for other products like reishi mushroom spore oil, but it's very expensive, although it is a powerful product, and if you have the money, I would recommend trying it. Also, you might want to try reishi mushroom mycelium, which is really pretty much very different than the actual fruiting body extract, but it's still a nice product and has some benefits. They're basically just feeding the immune system and acting as a good source of slow burning carbohydrate, and You could also look for alcohol extracts, although I can't recommend any because all the ones I've tried are not especially potent. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and post your comments down below. Don't forget to check the links below if you'd like to try a very potent reishi mushroom product.